Now we're going to start today's show with an amazing story of inspiration and hope.
Yeah, it's a follow-up to a report that you saw right here on WUSA 9.
10-year-old Isabella Cabrera has been raised to never say never.
Do you know you're an inspiration to other people?
Yeah.
She signed up to play violin in the strings program at Island Creek Elementary in Franconia, even though she knew it'd be a little difficult, given the fact she was born with an incomplete left arm. Her music teacher fashioned a makeshift prosthetic made of PVC pipe to hold her bow, but now she has a perfect pink one. It was designed and 3D printed by 5 George Mason University bioengineering students.
What do you have to say to these 5 George Mason students who designed it for you and made it?
I have to say thank you to them because without them I couldn't really be able to play.
Wow, so Isabella, who you just saw, and her violin are here with us this morning.
Along with WUSA 9 reporter Peggy Fox to follow up on this amazing story. Peggy, we want to start to find out how you found out about Isabella.
Oh, I am just so thrilled to be here with Isabella. Well, I found out about it, you know, as a news reporter, the Northern Virginia Bureau, we get lots of tips. And George Mason University called me and told me about Isabella, and they said, you know, we have these students who are performing, who've been working on their capstone project. They've been working directly with Isabella to make her a 3D printed prosthetic arm. What a great story. I said, absolutely, where and when? I went over and I interviewed the students, and then we met Isabella, and we got to have this, that great piece right there where we saw her try this prosthetic arm for the first time.
Isabella, you look so happy, and I understand these students not only made the arm for you, but they're committed to you, and they were at your house last night.
They were, and one of them was actually in Saudi Arabia, and that time is 3 a.m.
And you were on the phone with him because why?
Because a part of my prosthetic kind of broke off, and 2 of them, Mona and Abdul, came over to our house, and they repaired it.
They fixed it. It was like a house call.
She calls them a fantastic 5, right? Because, yeah, she's communicated with them, and Yasser is in Saudi Arabia at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're working on it, and they got it all fixed, right?
They did.
I love the pink. Was that your choice? You wanted the pink? I love it. And the sparkles. I love that so much. Having the prosthetic arm now, how has that kind of helped your confidence and helped you play the violin?
Well, I would say that this is kind of like the final prosthetic, and this is like the one with like the newest additions and like the newer things that we've added. So it's more mod. It's like I don't know. I think that since this one is more recent, that it's been adjusted to be better. So
there's a lot more moving parts to this one than that first one that the first teacher made. There's about, what, 18 different parts that they made with the prosthetic, with the 3D printer. And it's, as I understand it, Isabella, you know, a lot of it has to do with exactly how the elbows moved, and there has to be a lot of flexibility and movement.
So it's agile now. It's agile enough for you to play the violin beautifully. I wonder if we can hear a little bit of your music.
What do you think? Let me help you hold that while you get down.
okay, thank you.
Here you go, sweetie. And your mom's right out there in the audience, so I'm sure she wants to get a good picture of you.
Are you enjoying a little misty-eyed over
I
there?
know. I'm just so touched that she can't stop smiling.
I know.
Great.
How long have you been playing the violin?
Around 2 years ago, since 4th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would you like to play it in college and maybe make a career out of it?
Yes, I'm going to play it all my life.
All your life.
Oh, wow, fantastic.
I wonder if there's something we can do to help Isabella with her passion.
There might be a little something we can do, right?
Have you ever seen like a symphony or anything like that?
Actually, I think I have.
You have?
We have a surprise for you.
Big surprise for you, Isabella. Please welcome Lawrence to the show. Lawrence Pleskow is president of When You Dream a Dream charity. And you're here to surprise Isabella with what? First, welcome.
Welcome,
Thank you so much, ladies. Hello, Isabella.
Hi.
At When You Dream a Dream, Isabella, children like you really inspire me, and like you said on a video I saw, I'm never gonna give up on you. So, Hertz Corporation donates a lot of vehicles to my charity. The local Safeway market knows that somehow you like Sprite, so they gave you a bunch of Sprite in a big basket.
And a bunch of yummy stuff in there
Bunch
too.
of yummy stuff. And then in here, your senator and I talked, Senator in Virginia, Mark Warner, so he wrote you a personal letter
Wow.
about your, I wanted to present that to you. And then just tomorrow, Isabella, you're going to get on an airplane with Mom, courtesy of my charity, and we're going to fly you to Boston, and we're going to put you in the first row for the Boston Symphony Orchestra, and it happens to be in row I. Like Isabella, row I, for this Saturday's performance. And the violin soloist, ironically, won 3 Grammy Awards from Virginia, Hilary Hahn. And how are you going to get there? I have to give you another bonus. The Boston police are going to surround our vehicle from Hertz, and they're going to take you on a private escort all the way to the symphony without any traffic.
Isn't that great? Can you believe that? Just you and your mom.
Thank you.
So what do you think, Isabella?
Wow.
I think she's surprised.
Now, this all came about. Lawrence saw, Peggy, your story, and was so moved. He called our station and said, I have to do something for the little girl.
We've been working on it ever since May.
April
Lawrence has been
20th.
calling. And
Of this year, I saw the first video with the music teacher moving the arm, and I said, that girl's going to be the next dream.
yeah, there you go. What do you think?
I'm so happy.
And you're going to get to go backstage.
Backstage to meet some of the violinists. We're actually going to be at the Boston Symphony Orchestra before the thousands of people come in, because we're going with the police. They did this for me, but they really did it for you. You inspire people in the world by knowing that people with physical challenges, and I have one internally, I'm disabled also, is these are the people that really need to emphasize that the world is made for Isabella and dreams can come true.
I can't.
Well, we hope you have a wonderful time, and we hope we get lots of pictures, and you have to come back and tell us what it was all like.
Yes, we want to see the escort and you out there with the with the symphony orchestra.
And I want a picture with you and Hilary Hahn,
Yes,
because
please.
she's a violinist from Virginia. Yeah.
Okay, you will.
And I wanted to thank Great Day Washington for making this possible for me. Great program, ladies. Thank you, Peggy.
And Lawrence, thank you so much. This is truly wonderful.
And Isabella, the dreams are going to just start.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Love it.
Peggy, Isabella, Lawrence, thanks so much for coming and sharing the inspiration this morning.